Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Photographic Memory Podcast. I'm excited to welcome to the program Dr. Shannon Panzo. Dr. Shannon, what's going on? How are you?
Oh, hey, everything's happening again here. We're the pedestal of what goes on over here in Australia, and all good things to come. Yes.
Okay, awesome. And our top, again, Dr. Shannon is a photographic memory expert, a brain management expert, and also he does mentoring. So go to ZOXPro.com right now or right after this interview. And so, Dr. Shannon, a lot of times people go to search for information to change their life. And
Right.
sometimes they find people that are inspiring, right?
Well, hopefully that's the way people find me. I do my best.
Right. And the problem is sometimes you take information from multiple people and you really don't have direction still, right? You might go and you take quotes from this person or read up on this person or practice this habit with this person or do this routine with this person.
Right. Okay. So essentially what you have happening whenever you go and start doing things to self-develop, especially the newbie that has never done much self-development before, what you'll quickly find is that you're lost. You're lost in all the different things that you can do that are helpful for yourself. Now, some of these things have value, some of them don't. Some of them pertain to you, some of them don't. And you can get involved with many different systems, many different subscriptions. You can be laying out a whole lot of money simply because you're wasting your time and your effort, and you're going all different directions, and you'll spend more time going around doing these things and just going crazy with them than simply having a system that works, and that's what's important to you. Now, let's say you go to one company and you get a vocabulary booster. So you're using that. And then you go to another company and you get a memory, something for your memory. Then you go to another company and you get a meditation course over here, and you might pick up some subliminal messaging on something else over there. And you're doing all these different things. Well, that's really great. If you just want to do it for posterity. If you want to do it for actually building, then you need to take a look at what you're actually doing. The typical person, once you find one thing that works out of all those things, the typical person will continue doing all the rest of the things because they don't actually know what it was that started giving them the results. So you wind up having a lot of different things that you're spending and wasting a lot of time on. And this is not productive. This is what I found out through much investigation, talking to people along the way. And the thing is, all they wanted was a system that simply works. Right. Everything works together.
Exactly.
Well, what I'm speaking about here is a concept called developmentitis. Now, this is a word that I created. I actually created the word, I defined the word, and now other people are using the word to show essentially what that really is. Now, developmentitis is you have many different things that you're using, of which you can't tell what's effective. Now, normally, if you would go and do a bunch of things that are not effective, and you actually go and do something that is effective, instead of you keeping all the dross that you've been carrying along with you that isn't effective, well, those things should be dropped off and just continue on with what's effective.
Okay.
Step two. The next thing that you have to consider is are things that are from different organizations, even the same organization. Some of those things do not complement each other.
Right.
They're pieces, they're disjointed pieces. Do they work as a system? Not necessarily.
No.
Even if the same organization is putting these things together, they don't necessarily have the continuity. And this is what you have to consider.
Right. And that's because if it doesn't have the continuity, then there's not going to be progress, because you need a system to have progress.
Right. And that's where ZOX Pro training is very different. Okay. ZOX Pro training is a complete system that is geared to results. It's very easy to use. It's very easy to learn. It's a matter of using it, but it works as a system. I have people that will come into ZOX Pro just to get certain pieces of ZOX Pro, and it's not going to work nearly as well as if you use the entire training. If you use the entire training, all the pieces are synchronistic to each other. Each piece has its value. But whenever you combine them, you increase the value 100-fold. But there's not that many components. It's just that they all work together. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Richard Welch spent 10 years specifically designing this type of training to make it easy for people to elevate themselves. And this is the work that I continue.
Yeah. So it's nice because you have a system that works, that is proven, and is not going to give you bits and pieces of the information, to give you all the information.
Right. Now, this brings along a little bit of another topic, and that is a lot of organizations out there through subscription. In other words, they want to sell you, then sell you, then sell you some more. Right. They keep picking your pocket. These other organizations that are out there are not operating in your best interest. They're operating in a way that enslaves you to their way of thinking, to their, to their teaching. And so a lot of these organizations are built on failure.
Right.
In other words, they don't actually give you the answers. They lead you to the next thing.
Exactly.
Because that's better for them, and their wallet is to give you pieces that don't necessarily
and upsell you for something else. Upsell you for this. Upsell you for that.
Oh, you've been there, Neil.
Try that. And then just for this limited time only, you get 3 more books in a series of CDs and be able to travel to an event. Just get ZOXPro.com right now. You don't need all that because once you figure out ZOX Pro, you will be able to teach whatever that expert's course is doing, and have other people going to your courses and buying your upsells because you went to ZOX Pro.
This is why ZOX Pro creates experts, because all the key parts of what you need to learn virtually anything, all the key parts are actually there. Now, how you apply it is based upon you, the individual, and your results will vary based upon the individual. But the main thing is learn it and use it.
So go to ZOX Pro.
That is key.
ZOXPro.com right now and try today.
And get yourself out of developmentitis, that terrible thing.
We don't want to be in developmentitis, that's for sure. And take care, Dr. Shannon, and we'll talk next episode.
Thanks for having me, Neil.
You're welcome. That was the Photographic Memory Podcast. Take care, guys.